YouTube, what it do is you got CJ, and I'm back with another episode. And I want to get right into it about the news that took place yesterday. I really want to talk about the whole Joe Biden resignation, right? Every campaign or election cycle, I'll say, particularly for president, right? There's always this big divide that, comes up in America, right? And this isn't a new conundrum, right? This is something that has existed for as long as time has existed and as long as political parties has existed. There's always been the liberal and the Democrat, right? And with the onset of like social media and technology and, the whole news world literally being in your pocket, you see a lot of the divisiveness that comes as a result of simply being a Democrat or being a Republican, right? So yesterday, President Joe Biden, as you all know, he pulled his name from the Democratic ticket for running in November, right? So they're going to have to select a new nominee. They're going to pick a new person to run in his place against former President Donald Trump, right? This episode really isn't about either party, like as it pertains to like who you should vote for or like who I like, This video is going to be about something that I always try to encourage people to do. I do not want anyone listening or watching this video. I don't want you guys to get caught up in the whirlwind of there's like a vitriolic, toxic whirlpool that's really being like generated right now, right? This side versus that side, Democrat versus Republican. You have people who just hate Donald Trump no matter what, and you hate, and you also have people who are really strong advocates of like Joe Biden, and then you have people who hate Joe Biden, right? And at the end of the day, a lot of times, a belief I have, right, and I could be wrong on this, but it's just a perception I have. I think sometimes, man, people put too much onus on who's the president. People put too much responsibility on the office, the Oval Office, and the chair of the commander-in-chief. You know what I mean? Like, people put far too much onus on it. People put too much responsibility in the hands of the president of the United States, right? And I'm not to say that politics don't matter. I'm a big political fan. Like, I love the political system. I love like how it works. I love what it should represent in regards to the Constitution, but also what it can do for your life if you're voting for your best interest, right? You know what I mean? Like, if you have goals and dreams and like, ambitions in life, there are certain policies or certain laws or bills that can be passed that can help your life improve, So, and that's on both sides. Like, both sides have like, policies and agendas that can like help people at scale, But I really want you all to really think about and create a healthy respect for the political system and like, for voting and for who's the president. But don't put all of the responsibility of your life into a president or into, a political party. It doesn't matter if you're Democrat or if you're a Republican. If you're not doing the work to make your life better, or you're not doing the work to put you where you want to be, or if you're not doing the work to achieve the goals that you have set forth for yourself. Again, can a particular party create bills and legislation to help make your path easier in some regard? Sure, absolutely. You would be naive to say that there's no benefit to the political system. Now, you do have also, as a caveat to that, you also do have the right to be a little hesitant in believing either party, right? Because you have like 4 groups in America, right? You got the liberals, you have the conservatives, you have the undecided people who are the independent, and then you have the people who are they're so skeptical of it all, they just checked out. They just opt out. I know a lot of people personally, man, this last election cycle in 2020 who just opted not to vote. They didn't agree with Biden. They hated Trump. They said, hey, man, this is a horrible, like, these 2 options are not good. You know, they would say, like, one guy is not a good person and the other guy couldn't tell you what day of the week it is, you know. So they just decided they're not going to vote at all, right? And whether or not you vote is none of my business. It's a right that you have. It's a right that I think you should fully take advantage of and execute if you can. But don't allow politics and don't allow the bickering, the petty bickering between aisles of Democrat and Republican. Don't let that get in the way of the reality that the quality of your life is based upon the work you put in. It has everything to do with what you do to make your life better. There's not a lot of things Joe Biden can do to make your dreams come true. There's not anything that 4 more years of Trump can do that will get you closer to your goals than you actually putting in the work, the time, the dedication, the consistency, the prayer, the faith. You know what I mean? But that has to be done by you. You have to do that. I don't care what party, I don't care who you like and don't like, or who you want to be nominated or isn't nominated, man. This is a byproduct of our democracy, right? Freedom of choice. You can vote for who you want to vote for. But don't put all the pressure on who is delivering that speech in November. Don't put all the pressure on that person as to they have to be the ones to improve your life, or they have to be the ones to make your life better, or they have to be the ones to make your dreams come true. Because I'm here to tell you, man, it's never gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. They can do things to help kind of like remove certain roadblocks, but you still gotta run the race. You gotta put the effort in. You still have to do the work, and that falls squarely on your shoulders. No one else can do it for you. No one else will do it for you, including President of the United States. So I won't speak how I feel about the resignation of Joe Biden. I'm a Republican, but I don't think Joe Biden is a horrible human being. I'm glad that he did what was best for his health and his well-being. Because at the end of the day, man, politics is just that. It's politics. It's a business. It's a multi-trillion-dollar industry, and you want to always be represented by the strongest, the brightest, the best, the sharpest. So much respect to the Biden family, man, for him doing what he had to do for not only the country but for himself. But yeah, man, be sure to drop me a comment, man. Let me know how you feel about this episode. Let's keep the dialogue and the conversation going, man. How y'all feel about the election season? Are you guys seeing a lot of the comments and the arguing back and forth between sides and stuff? It's entertaining, man, and it's only gonna get more, I guess, convoluted as the months go on, as we get closer to November. So as always, man, be sure to like, comment, share, subscribe to the CJ Wilkins YouTube channel. I am CJ Wilkins. Thank you so much for listening and watching. If you're still here, have a great day, and I'm out. Peace.